Hey, how are you doing? Me? I'm doing fine, totally fine. With school stuff, yeah. It's all homework. I have a lot of homework and upcoming project to do. So anyway, welcome to my second video. Alright, story time. So 2 weeks ago, my professor told me to do a research on those old school photographer, and he has a bunch of lists and tell me to pick one, okay? And I know nothing about the old school photographer, and all I follow is this, this, and this. I follow them on Instagram, and nowadays, who knows about old school photographer? Don't get me wrong, they are all good, but nowadays we are on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Follow a bunch of influencers that are photographer and cinematographer. I know no old school photographer. And then a month ago, and I remember Peter McKinnon post his videos, and I was like, okay, Peter Lik. Peter McKinnon was talking about Peter Lik, who has inspired him, that made him went out to do the documentary called The Bucket Shot. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do research on this guy, Peter Lik. Why not? Peter McKinnon is my dad. I'm joking. Don't come at me. Though I'm not doing the research in a traditional way, Google Slide, PowerPoint, blah 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 blah. Please don't come at me. I'm just joking. They're all good. But I want to do it in a different way. I'm gonna make videos about it. Add some sound effect, add some graphic, add here and there, some spice in it, some humor in it, so that it spice up the whole presentation. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm just gonna try it out myself. Try something new, something different. I'm not trying to stand out. I'm just trying to be creative with it. Hope you guys enjoy. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and drop a comment down below what's your thought on my presentation. And now, showtime. Wait. Go down, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Alright, back to the videos.
My name is Tin, and this is the presentation for Photography 175. Today I'm going to talk about Peter Lik. Peter Lik is considered one of the most successful fine art photographers. His print can sell up to millions of dollars, and his photos got hang in a gallery in the shops of Caesar Palace in Las Vegas, which is a luxury hotel and casino located in the heart of Nevada. So who is Peter Lik, and what makes his photos so unique and have people desire to buy his print? What's special about his photos that it got to hang on the gallery? Peter Lik is panoramic landscape photographer from Australia. In 1984, Peter discovered the panoramic camera format, which was the moment that he knew what he wanted to do for his future career. Peter constantly traveled back and forth between the United States and Australia to nurture his craft and establish his role, his brand in the fine art world. He then took a giant leap and faced a challenge that took him 50,000 miles and 1,000 rolls of film to took hundreds of landscapes from all 50 states in the US. Today I'm going to present to you specifically 3 most popular photos taken by Peter Lik. The first one, called Phantom, was taken by Peter Lik at Arizona Antelope Canyon. People also call it the Ghost because of the lighting hit through the canyon hole, with the combination of dust create a sort of like human soul or a ghost. Peter Lik center composed this image with everything was dark and there was only one source of light to draw our attention. This image has a leading line from all the big stones toward the light. The photos is very contrast, abstract. It gives me a feeling of hope. And let me explain. Everything inside of the canyon is dark, and the only way that we can see the dust is by having a sunlight shining through the canyon. What makes this picture so emotional to me is the dust formed into a human soul or a ghost figure. It gives me a sense of opportunity, hope, and a bright future ahead of me. I can imagine that this light was trying to save the ghost. This is a very dynamic composition image. And fun fact, this photo was sold for $6.5 million. There's a quote that comes to my mind when I look at this image. Art complete what nature cannot bring to finish. The artist is the one who gives us knowledge of nature's unrealized end. Aristotle. Art brings the visual to the people, and therefore you can express your emotion and feeling to a specific image of nature. You cannot bring the visual of nature to them without art. They would just nod at whatever you told them, and there would be no feeling or emotion expressed. The artist is the one who delivers and gives us a chance to express that feeling. Peter Lik had been awarded the title of Master Photographer from the Australian Institute of Professional Photography and Professional Photographer of America, and so on. The second image that I'm gonna present to you is called Pele Whisper, and according to Hawaiian religion, Pele is the goddess of volcanoes and fire, and she was also the creator of Hawaiian Island. The steam was created by the sea that was coming toward the lava land was considered as blowing or whispering by Pele, causing the water to vaporize. My thought is that Peter Lik was trying to compose the photo in a circle way, and here's an example of it. He was definitely using a tripod with a low shutter speed and a long depth of field. It makes the surface of the water become smooth and create a feeling of fast moving from the lava when the ocean hit. The feeling that I get out of this is Pele angriness, or the ocean got angry. The wave is coming in fast against the lava like it would want to fight the lava. And according to Peter Lik himself, he said that Pele took pleasure in her power to both destroy the land and also create it. She is destroying the lava path, but she is also creating the land because the lava meet the cold temperature. It will harden and become a kind of rock form. The aim of every artist is to arrest motion, which is life, by artificial means and hold it fixed so that 100 of years later, when a stranger look at it, it moves again. It become alive since it is live. William Faulkner. Peter Lik captured this moment so that later down the road when the people look at it, they can feel and express the emotion when they see this image. It threw them back in time. The third image is called Inner Peace, the Japanese maple tree. This image is taken in Portland, Oregon, and according to Peter Lik, he used a wide-angle lens, composed the photos low to the ground and go as far and low as possible to cover all the branches, because he feels like each branch told its own story, and I'm guessing that he used a relative low shutter speed to create a nice sun's flare and a long depth of field to show the surrounding of the trees. This picture gives me the feeling of growth, a sense of energy. The trees are growing towards the sunlight. Each of these branches has a different shape, which I assume has a different story. This tree has probably been around for a really long time and is here to protect all the trees around it. It's assigned by the Mother Nature to grow and protect others around them. I have this quote: "Art is essentially the affirmation, the blessing, and the deification of existence." Friedrich Nietzsche. I feel like this quote matched this particular image, and let me explain. The moment that Peter Lik pressed the shutter, everything in this frame freeze, and on the leaf, the branch, the sun, the background, everything. This image file will last forever and is a proof, the evidence, the affirmation of the existence of this Japanese maple tree. And later in the future, regardless of whether the tree was still in the present or get cut down, the art of the artist will still be shown to the people and they will appreciate the existence and magnificence of this tree. Here are some sources that I found on the internet. Thank you.